I see your vocabulary has improved. What's vocabulary? I speak English! I'm sorry, I, I couldn't resist. Okay, I couldn't. I couldn't resist. I couldn't say no, and I forgot to turn off those visuals. Oh, dang it. You know what? Fine, I'll keep it on for today, alright? Although I'm not happy about it at all. Just saying! I think I'm just gonna make it a small bit. Every single time I start up one of these videos, I'm gonna try to make fun of that random word generator because I find it entertaining. I find it funny. Also, before I continue finishing the blades on this, I suppose you can't really see that. Hang on. Yeah, right there. There we go. That's better. And I forgot what setting I had it at in terms of numbers. So now it's not going to be the same when I put it back. I'm sorry. But this thing. I can never get it to focus right. I don't know why that is. That's better. That was a bit better. This piece, the bottom piece, the section that holds up all this weight that makes up the BeyBlade. Face bolt will go on last. This piece will be added before that. This piece will come after what we're doing. And this is what we're doing right now. But before I continue building that, I have an announcement to make first. Is it right there or right here? I don't know which. My head moves with it when I do this. That is so funny. Ha ha ha. I'll just. Yep, there. That's fine. I guess. Whatever. That works. As long as it's there, I can't complain too much. Anyways, I realized I accidentally told a lie and I did not clarify in one of my previous videos. For me, this was just a couple days ago, but for all of you, because of how I arranged it and my scheduling, it was about 2 weeks ago. I am so sorry. I did not realize I told this until I rewatched it. I said I didn't really have any burst bays. I did not finish what I was saying because I have a habit of getting distracted and not completing my sentences. So I am terribly sorry. I do have some burst bays, but compared to the massive number of burst bays that are out there, I don't really have enough to start building much of anything. I mean, the ones I want to start off with, Spryzen, I don't have that. Valtryek, I don't have that. I just have a knockoff now. It's not even the right color scheme, so that don't help. I don't have the early Rockdivore. I don't have the early Zeus. I don't have the early Wyvern. All I got is a knockoff Gen 1 Hasbro Doomsizer. I mean, I got some of the other layers, but again, they're all Hasbro. They're not accurate. They're not authentic. They're not real. Valtryek has blue for a driver. This one has red. And it has a solid yellow color scheme on top with the blue itself and a tiny mixture of red. This has a mixture of red-blue and a orangish red, which is not yellow. In the words of Sherlock Holmes, I cannot make bricks without clay. And that is true. You can't. I mean, I have some others that I could start with. I've Gainon, I have Diomedes, I got Istros. I got a few in there, but I don't know. It's just it's not enough. Not for me. I like having actual options. I mean, I got enough to start with, yeah, but what happens after I finish? Am I going to continue at that point? I don't have the upgraded Doom Sizer. At least not the full combo, just a layer, and the layer's not even the right color scheme. So that's not going to help. And have you tried looking up combination images online? It's not as easy as you think. Most of the posts are from people with their, oh my gosh, best combination combo for battling inside the tournaments. Oh my gosh, you guys gotta try this combo. I just want the stock combo, bro. Oh my gosh, don't use variable on this voucher. Use this driver instead. Bro, I just want the stock combo. Oh my gosh, you guys totally gotta try this heavyweight layer. I just want the stock combo. It's not that simple. Even if I look up the part images, all I'm really going to get is names as a guarantee. And even that's not guaranteed, unfortunately, because again, people love mixing and matching their parts to go in tournaments. They don't really have stock combo matches, so that don't help me much. I mean, there is some of it out there, but I can't really trust Wikipedia. That was the one that had the majority of it, so that don't help me too much. Anyways, I'm just saying, I wanted to clarify that because I don't like lying, and I realized that that was a lie, and I did not intend to lie, so I do apologize. I abhor lying. I really do. I didn't realize I lied until I rewatched the video, and I don't know, I just forgot to explain it fully. I mean, I literally got some behind me that are unopened too. But again, not many. I got like maybe 10 or 11 boxes that aren't open that are burst related. Sadly, I got more Metal Fusion and Metal Fight Beys than I have burst. And I've been around since before burst, so that's actually kind of sad. Shame on my part. Alright, let's go ahead and get this building underway, shall we? Where do I even start with this? I guess for starters, I can just map out the shape? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Considering this is all going to be red stained glass in the end, I'm just going to go ahead and use this. I'm not going to bother switching. Honestly, this part isn't really as important as I thought it was, now that I look at this as a whole. Because I got to focus on the curving of the blades more than I got to do focusing on that part. So where do I start with this? Okay, so there's that point. Okay, so you're this end. Okay, so I'm in the right spot here. Uh-huh. Okay, well, for starters, it comes down like any blade. It comes down sharp, and it curves towards the end. But then it takes up a notch, and it has all these little areas that act like individual plates on it. How do I go about creating this? I gotta think about this for a moment. I don't have any stands for this, unfortunately. You know what, can I just... I'm gonna improvise. I'm gonna use my Minecraft torch. If I even can. Forget seeing my face, I just want to build. This is pathetic. But this does work to an extent. I can actually see the details now. You can't see my face, but that's fine. Well, you kinda can. Hopefully this is just a one-time thing. I hope. Better be. Alright, I gotta build this all in reverse because I'm looking at it upside down. I'm making this harder for myself than it needs to be. Okay, well, for starters... yeah, I'll come out and punch all that out later. It's fine. I just need to get a rough idea of how far this really does extend. So it goes off a little bit there. Extends outward. No, that's fine. Okay. And then it's based on this. Oh, that's fascinating. That's very fascinating. Oh, they added some extra plastic inside that pocket there to increase integrity and strength. Knowing that it would make heavy contact with fast-moving blades. That's very smart. Too bad they didn't do the same thing with Rocktivor's driver. They could have really used that. You guys don't know what I'm talking about because you're not seeing this up close in person, but if you did see this, you'd see the major development and change over Beyblades over the years. You see, Rocktivor's driver... too far. Rocktivor's driver has 4 little propeller blades. I'm talking about the one from Beyblade Evolution, if you know what I'm talking about. There were 4 little propellers on the driver, and it was supposed to help with stamina and spin control, supposedly. This design is not too different, actually. I mean, yeah, sure, it's completely different for many reasons, but it's still kinda similar. It has 3 blades that look like propellers. So it's kinda the same concept. Even if they're completely different in numerous ways, but the same design work applies when you create something like that. You gotta add a small curve in there to help arch out the point of the blade, and then you have to either make it pointed or make it curved. In this case, this one's a little mixture of both. Each one comes to a point, but instead of keeping it pointed, they curved it at the very tip. While a lot of the other ones are just flat out curved. There's no hint of a point or jagged edge inside there. Now, when you add in the curve at the very beginning of the base, normally they just keep it where it is. But this one, they didn't do that. They added 2 small sections of plastic on each side that merges with the whole thing together. And what this does is it helps with integrity and strength. Especially under things like, oh, I don't know, high-speed pressure of Beyblades hitting each other. Yeah, kinda useful to put that in there. But in a lot of the later stuff, they didn't really do that too much. And I noticed a lot of straining marks on those propeller pieces over the years. I should just call it a driver, because that's kind of what it is. I mean, it is a driver, but... anyways, you get my point. This one has a strength integrity piece that the other ones didn't have. Which, honestly, they should have. So I don't know why Takara Tomy and Hasbro and all the others didn't really do that when they most likely should have. No, they definitely should have. I was just trying to think if I had any inside my storage, and I realized I don't think I do. I had a knockoff one at one point, but I don't know if I still have it or not. Major shame. I wish I could get up-close images of these and show you guys what I'm talking about, but I can't. I just know I know what I'm talking about, and that makes it more painful, because it means I can't explain it. Oh, major bummer. Talk about a buzzkill. Okay, just do the best I can here. Okay, so it comes out slightly. But then it goes... How peculiar. It goes inward. But only by a little. How odd. Oh, this is going to be so painful to recreate. Okay, this might take more than one video. Just judging based off of this now. That one goes to about... Yeah, let's say there. This section would double up heavily because it's the most thick around here. At least I'd say. There. There. But each section blends in here. Let me see. That one's a little bit too far. Delete that. The rest of that, though, it's kinda right. Sort of. Delete these three. Add a little bit there. It's looking better, but something's still missing here. Alright, well, for starters, that one doesn't end in that steep of an angle. It's a little bit more loose. Or, wait, hang on. Hold the phone. Oh, I did something wrong. Okay. Hang on. That's still darn you. Okay, it doesn't do that like I thought it did. This is why I don't like building things in reverse. I can't do it fully. I got the eye coordination for it, but it's still very painful. You look more like this. It levels off like the head of a duck. I didn't think I'd say that about a BeyBlade. This feels weird. You, out of my screen. I don't need you currently. Thank you. Mm-hmm. A little bit thicker here. And actually, yeah, can we just bring back that layer? Okay, a little bit better. Now, how do I recreate those points? I can't really do that with just panes and glass. This doesn't bode well for me, you know. It's already been 20 minutes. Well, 19, but close enough. It's 20 if I round up from 10. Or 19, which is higher than 10. You get my point! One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 points on this blade that show in a very distinct pattern that I will never be able to recreate no matter how badly I want to. Even though I would deeply love to. Unless No, no, scratch that. That's not going to work. I thought, what if I use a different color red pane? And then I remembered, drat. There's only red. I don't have a red orange or a red yellow or a red violet. I don't have any of that in here. Oh, my options are becoming so limited. I knew that, and I still hoped. I still thought. But the color scheme, it's too different. It's not gonna work. Can I just put there? Back in your spot, thank you. Oh, you're looking better already. You're looking more and more like a BeyBlade that has something to offer this world. It actually feels like I'm making a propeller, too. I mean, come on, tell me that doesn't look like I'm building some type of propelling device. If you just picture that 3 times around. I can see it. It works. The resemblance is there. Oh, Isaac, I know you recommended that I build this one. But oh boy. You're probably enjoying this, aren't you? You're enjoying torturing me. Look at it, the shadow's disappearing. It looks weird. It looks like I just tortured Mickey Mouse. Where does Chin go? You know what? Doesn't matter. Probably got stashed inside of a fire. Alrighty then, where would these points be? Well, for starters, there's one... You know what, let's just go ahead and mark this with the dark red again. There's one right there. This is tricky. Okay, hang on. So there's one there. There's one here. There's one right there. I'm not counting this one, even though it is a bit of a pointed angle. I'm referring to the driver in real life, not the bay on the screen, just for clarification. There's another one. This is not going to be easy. Next one would be about there. But I don't have to do anything because that one's exactly the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to come out just slightly. Yeah, just like that. That one I do gotta do something because it curves down a bit. Now that one's done. Now I don't gotta touch that. Going a little bit further down, there's gonna be another one. I guess we can just do this. I guess it's not perfect. It's not accurate. It's not beautiful, but that's the only way I'm going to get the size that's close to accurate here. Oh, this makes it tricky, doesn't it? Unfortunately, the next one would be right in here, which means I put that one in the wrong spot. Gosh dang it, I see that now. It doesn't match up with what I'm looking at. No, too far. Stop! This is so inaccurate, it makes my eyes bleed. They're bleeding internally, not externally. It means I got to keep my blood, unfortunately. You see, but that feels too far. I'd like it more if it was there. Fine. I'm just gonna do that. I despise that. I hate that. But whatever, so long as it keeps things moving. You'll just do that. Sure. That works. We'll just go with that for those three. And the last one would be right about here. Somewhere in there. Yeah, something like that. But not as far. It's beautifully disgusting. I'm just gonna word it that way. And that alone took about 16 minutes, not including the 10 minutes of me explaining stuff and goofing off. And saying things I should have said sooner. Alrighty then. Looks like the other blades are going to be exactly the same, so I just got to follow the exact same. Oh, they're literally exactly the same all the way around. Oh crap, down to the bends inside the circles. Okay, sweet, that makes it much easier. Follow those bends and I'm fine. So what did I do here? 2, 2. Okay, perfect. I can work with that. Follow that recipe and I should be fine all the way around. At least I think. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Da, da, da. A little bit closer on this last one. Sorry, these are very close to each other, so I was looking at the space and I realized something didn't feel... Oh yeah, because I had to put that one at a funny angle. That's why. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, more like that. Okay, so that last one's going to be a bit of an issue, but these other two should be fine. So I'll do the ones that I already know here. It's more of a copy and paste, really. And the rest of it should be fine from there. I can just space it out as I go. Should be okay. At least I think. I hope. I guess we'll just wait and see now how this all turns out today. Too much. Alright. 1, 1. That part's fine. This makes it a little bit trickier. 1, 1. And not enough bend. Needs a little bit more fat on it. Tad better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wait, nope. Move you up a tad higher. There we go. Not perfect, but good enough for me. And that is a little bit too beefy. Right there. I said they were close to each other. I never said they were literally touching. Details and wording here. Details, details. I mean, it kind of feels like a propeller. Sort of. Wait, no. You know what it looks like? Picture the little red dot that's bright as the mouth. Picture the white section as the nose. The dark reds as the ears. The rest of that in the circle as the face. Picture the space where you can see the grass showing in between. Picture that as the eye. Now picture the two curves as the arms and hands. It's a silly, silly dance. This is childish even for me. If I could emote that just going side to side, I would do that. It would look so stupid, but it would be so funny to me. Isn't the whole point of building in Minecraft to have fun? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the whole purpose of it? If I'm not having fun building, what's the point of building at all? I'm just saying, I love myself some good humor. Even if it's stupid humor. Humor is humor, no matter where you get it from, and I enjoy myself some good humor. What am I gonna start talking like Jack Sparrow now? Savvy. I'll take what I can, and give nothing back. Savvy. There we go. It's looking better. No, the shadow's gone again. I don't care. It looks better without it. It looks so weird having that weird outline and nothing else. It's so bizarre. The shadow will make a lot more sense once I add the metal on top, because then it actually will have a shadow, and then it will look realistic, and it will make sense. So, yeah. We're fine right now. Yeah, so this one quite literally just jags upward, doesn't it? And for reasons unexplained, my brain just went straight to Monster Hunter World and is thinking about the Jagras. Dang it, Phoenix! Why did you show me those little beasts? Now I hear their pitiful shrieks even when I'm not trying to, and I just hear myself yelling, "Eh!" Shut up! Actually, I don't miss that part. That part was funny. Never mind, I take it back. I don't regret it. I'm glad he showed me. I've had nothing but fun. Going on adventures, chasing monsters and whatnot. Yelling at Handler. Shut up, Handler! What? She doesn't do much anyway. She just stands there. Well, they all make me do all the work. It ain't fair. But that's life. You know. Life never fair. I don't know. A little bit lower. There we go. Really missed the fact that we didn't get the crab. I don't know why nobody didn't vote for the crab. The Minecraft Con voting stuff, or not Minecraft Con, Minecraft Live. Minecraft Live voting stuff is just dumb, in my opinion. It always has been. It's just my opinion. I don't know why people vote for it in the first place. Okay, this one looks a bit thicker, but that's only because of how it was built in here. So I need to strengthen that. Yes. Oh. And speak of the devil, 37 minutes ago, 07 Phoenix 0, Monster Hunter World, episode 36. Speak of the living devil. And speaking of the living devil, that was 37 minutes ago now, actually. I am at 37 minutes at 42 seconds on this video. The sheer number of coincidences on that. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. Phoenix, I hope you're watching this. I don't see coincidences like that very often. Just your timing on that is perfect. I just look down and I get a notification on my phone. Oh, speak of the devil. Hi. Hey, buddy. So that's what you're doing right now, huh? I was just talking about you. In that place, and that thing. Yeah. Spooky. Now I'm just flying around wasting time. What was I going to do? Right, I was going to add the points in. I can't stay on one topic to save myself. That part's fine. I need... No, that part's fine too. Okay, one here. You know, I'm just going to count that as normal since I've literally done that on all three blades now. It just seems like the right spot to put it for what I'm looking at on this piece. Not there. Here. You don't get it because you're not the one building it and you're not looking at this thing in person, so you don't understand the section I'm trying to make, but I do. I hate it too. I don't like the way that looks, but that's just the way it's got to be, unfortunately, and that's just, yeah, that's just going to be how it is. Yeah, sure. Why not? The rest of this looks pretty much fine. We just got to add one small section in here. Although, given this very odd angle, I'm not sure how I do that. Perhaps just a regular stained glass block? I don't know. No, it's not going to work given the curvature. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. What if we just... It's not pretty, but I guess that works. Alright, that's fine. Make that section a little bit tighter. Delete that part. Or, wait, hang on. It's fine, I can actually live with that, never mind. Alright, let's get a top view of this. Huh, how about that? It actually does look like a propeller. A very sloppily built one, but still looks like one. If I spin fast, I can actually see that working like one. Okay, that works for me. That's fine. I was kind of worried that wasn't going to be perfect, but that is pretty darn close to what I'm looking at in person. That's close enough. And I guess next time we'll start on this piece. The metal layer. Alright, well thank everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, then give it a like. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. And like always, this is Menace Snowdecker signing off, and I will see you next time, so bye-bye. Have a great day, everybody, and don't forget to smile, because remember, a smile a day goes a long way. I hope to see you all back here again soon. Hey, one more thing before you go. Could you please check out the links in the description below, give them a follow, and join the Discord server as well. Recommend some more games, and possibly some more BeyBlades for me to build. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.